We now move on to other discussion and business, and I'll go to you, Mr. Jennings.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I wanted to nominate Councilman Michael Glickert as Mayor Pro Tem.
Aye.
Could I ask please for quiet in the audience, Mr. Jennings? Did you raise your hand?
No, I think he's the best qualified for the job. He's a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. Irrespective of the things that have happened. And I won't comment on that at the moment, but he's the one that I consider one of the president ready to find for the job.
Thank you very much. Is there a second? I will second the nomination. Mr. Sutherland. Could I please ask for quiet in the audience and allow the council to do its business? Mr. Sutherland.
Yes, I simply wanted to say that to make this real brief, out of respect to the citizens of the 3rd Ward and the citizens of University City, and I said this personally, and I just had this conversation, but I want to make sure everybody understands. I think that Michael Glickert is the best, and because of his experience and because of my friendship with Glickert, I think with Mike, that he would be the best choice. But I think at this time, that nomination should be postponed, or there should be some other options presented. But out of respect for him, I think it should be postponed, and until this matter is clear.
I was a little bit surprised to see on the discussions of business the nomination 4 years ago under Council Reports and Business, and this was done in August 11th, 2014 to be exact. There was an item called Choose a Mayor Pro Tem requested by Mayor Welsch, discussion and vote. And I think that's the way it's normally done. That, again, the nomination was a total surprise. So just in terms of process, I was kind of dumbfounded. And I went back and looked at other years, and in fact, there was always a choice or a notice that we would be electing the Mayor Pro Tem, not an outright nomination. So the elephant in the room is really been identified. Mr. Glickert has been charged by St. Louis County with a criminal misdemeanor, I think 3rd-degree assault charge, and that I was not there to witness it, but there were many witnesses. In general, I think it's inappropriate for someone to be charged, someone that is charged with a crime, to be nominated for Mayor Pro Tem. It's an honor. This really sends a wrong signal to those we serve, and I would like to consider another process. Because Mr. Glickert is due his process. We are not guilty until the court or the jury says we are guilty. I would like to move to postpone this and to approach the office of Mayor Pro Tem so that it's not necessarily taken to approach it in such a way that we rotate if necessary, 1A, 2A, 3A. That means something to us, maybe not to all of you. And that way, once this is resolved, then it can be brought back to the council. And if Mr. Glickert is found not guilty or is dismissed or whatever it is, we can consider it. But I think at this time it's inappropriate. It's the wrong message to send to our citizens. It's a wrong message to send to the public that we in University City would seek to appoint and to honor someone that has a charge hanging over their head. And so, with all due respect, I move to postpone this appointment, and I ask that until things are resolved, that we fill that position by rotating. Should it be needed, by rotating.
We have a motion, is there a second? audience allow us to speak. As Ms. Carr said, people are innocent until proven guilty. And let me tell you, the whole story of that night has not been shared in this community.
Let's hear it.
Mr. Glickert has been on this council since 2006. He is the longest serving member. I believe we should continue with this discussion tonight and appoint Mr. Glickert, and depending on the outcome of court, if it goes against Mr. Glickert, it would be up to him then as whether he should step down. But this idea that Mr. Glickert should not get something for which he is so well qualified because of allegations and this summons, I think is just wrong. I think he is innocent until proven guilty. And too often, people are tried on social media, in this thing, and in the press, and I feel that is wrong. I will not vote to delay this nomination.
Of course not.
The members of the audience, please stop speaking. This is for council discussion. Ms. Carr.
Thank you, Mayor. While I understand your sentiment, I think that this draws a huge amount of attention to our city for making a decision that we could so easily postpone without penalty to Mr. Glickert or without making any kind of a decision. I think that, I could say, go ahead and do it, and everyone in St. Louis will be laughing at us, pointing fingers to us. I think that without penalty to Mr. Glickert and without signaling that we are eager to disregard something that's negative. Let me remind you, Mayor, that this isn't simply social media. St. Louis County's Prosecutor's Office has issued this summons. Let it play out. Let it play out. And without penalty, let's do the right thing for a change. There is a mechanism whereby, and you're so seldom absent, but whereby if a need does arise, we can simply rotate until such a time as things have been cleared up, and then it can be made, the nomination can be made again.
I would respectfully state that I think that is a penalty on Mr. Glickert. Mr. Jennings.
Right now, simply is more about what the Constitution of the Bill of Rights says. This means innocent to
Please, members of the audience, remain quiet.
What's happening outside and what is happening inside the council. How I see him operate, how I see his knowledge and his experience. I think it's just the right thing to hear. He nominated and he's innocent until proven guilty. This may be moot in a multitude.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to delay this. Any more further discussion? Ms. Pum, would you please poll the council on the vote to delay it? A yes vote means this discussion will be postponed. A yes vote means we will move forward to voting on the Mayor Pro Tem. Ms. Pum, please poll.
Point of information, would you please repeat that again, because I didn't follow.
This is a vote on the motion to delay the consideration of Mr. Glickert for Mayor Pro Tem's position. A no vote means that we will continue with the discussion tonight. A yes vote on this motion means that the discussion will be delayed. Mr. Schumer, with great respect, I would say no. These are council rules. We are following the council rules. It is in the council rules that the council chooses the Mayor Pro Tem. So I would like to move forward with this motion with respect. We are now considering Ms. Carr's motion to delay consideration. Ms. Appoint, would you please call the
Excuse
council?
me, I'd like to appeal from the chair's decision so that our esteemed former council member, Mr. Schumer, can make his statement, because I think at this point it's worth hearing. Then whatever we decide is otherwise. So I have an appeal from the chair's decision.
Motion, is there a second? Mr. Smotherson. Okay, we are now voting on the motion to allow to overturn my decision and allow Mr. Schumer to speak. Ms. Appoint, would you please poll the council? A yes vote means Mr. Schumer will speak. A no vote means Mr. Schumer will not be allowed to speak. Please poll the council.
Councilmember Glickert.
No.
Councilmember Smotherson.
Yes.
Councilmember Jennings.
Respectfully, no.
Councilmember Carr.
Yes?
Mayor Welch.
No. We now move on to the motion, Ms. Carr's motion to delay consideration of Mr. Glickert as Mayor Pro Tem. A yes vote means we will delay consideration. A no vote means we will not. Ms. Appoint, would you please poll the council on the motion to delay?
Councilmember Jennings. Councilmember Carr.
Aye.
Councilmember Glickert. Councilmember Smotherson.
Yes.
Mayor Welch.
No. Okay, do we have any further discussion? Could we move forward on the vote to appoint Mayor Michael Glickert as Mayor Pro Tem? Any further discussion? Here, Ms. Carr.
Thank you. It is with deep regret then that I would have to vote no. I did not want to vote no for my colleague, but I can't in all good conscience vote to appoint someone who has a legal cloud for assault over their head. And having failed to do this in a gentle way that would have preserved Mr. Glickert's opportunities to run again, I'm forced to simply vote no, and I regret that I've been placed in this very unfortunate position.
Thank you very much. Any other discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Appoint, would you please pull the council on appointing? Would members of the public audience please stop speaking? This is council discussion. Ms. Appoint, would you please pull the council on the appointment of Michael Glickert as Mayor Pro Tem?
Councilmember Carr.
Nay.
Councilmember Glickert.
Yes.
Councilmember Smotherson.
Respectfully, no.
Councilmember Jennings.
Yes.
Mayor Welch.
Yes, thank you very much. We now move on to council comments. Any member of council have any comments he or she would like to make?